What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at Petit, the 87 centre mid, currently coming in at 460,000 coins, which is incredible for the freestar. He is left-footed and control lengthy in 6'1" and can be CDM, centre mid, or left back. Left back I probably would just scrap, to be honest. That was predominantly his base version last year, and as we know with Blanc, who can play cam, it doesn't really work out. As a left back, I just don't see it happening. He has got the playstyle plus for relentless. He's then got press proven. He's got slide tackle, anticipate, intercept, incisive pass, and also power shot. In terms of chemistry style, we're looking at engine I've gone with. Get that agility balance up a little bit, as the defending and physical are at a pretty decent level, to be honest. Pace-wise needs, again, a bit of work, so it's kind of the toss-up between engine and also shadow. So we'll see how we go with the engine. If we do need that little bit more pace in the mid, then yes, a shadow might be prompt to be able to swap him in. Passing-wise, looking good. Shooting, you got a bit of shot power and long shot, to be honest, from him. He's going to have a little bit from there, but realistically, I'm going to be using him more as a defensive mid rather than a centre mid pushing forward. But we kind of flex with the both, as we do have a flat midfield, so it'll be interesting to see if he can load it off into KDB's feet. But let's jump into him. 460, so a relatively high one you could get from the SBC. Let's have a look. FC24 is here, and Sky Coach has all your needs covered. From squad battles, champs, qualifications, and even now draft boosting, there is a long list of services they do give, as well as coaching, and also the big one everybody wants in FC24 coins. This service is fast and reliable, and you will get your coins, your boosting services, or obviously coaching in a matter of hours. If you do want to get any of these, make sure you head over to skycoach.gg, go onto the website, and when you go to checkout, make sure that you are using the code JT11 at checkout for your 5% off your orders. And if you'd prefer to do this on mobile, check out the screen right now with the QR code for their mobile app. I must admit, I did not think he was this expensive, to be honest. Midfielders, we've been using Essien, we've tried out a bit of Keed, so we have gone with our kind of fair share of midfielders. And I must admit, Petit never really registered as one of the higher priced ones, if anything, but I'm interested to see what he has to bring to the table, to be honest. Looking for him here as a little bit of an outlet, back into KDB. He's going to try and find something. He's going to a little swizzle. Okay, he's straight in the middle there. Great offset. Ooh, that's that Blanc. Blanc's such a pain in this game, honestly. SBC came in so cheap. Everybody's got him done. Coming out for the midfield, watching a bit of Dembele. Not a lot we could do about getting to the ball, but he manages to put him off at the very minimum. Petit looking for a long shot if he could. Good interception. Goes for the long shot. It's a wicked one, and Donnarumma outstretched. That is going to be the role where you can kind of really get them long shots going. Good. Okay, I see it. The little fake there. Went for the shot, but didn't manage to. But beautiful work from Petit there. Gets the ball back. Gets the shot off. Maybe not necessarily going to go in too many times there, but at the very option, you've got to have you got to take your shots from there. It's kind of like here. If you can get into this sort of position and give it a hit and go, you will find they will go in every now and then. Looking it back for Petit. Very nice work. Gets the pass off as well. Seems to be doing well so far. The problem I've got is he 460? That's the big thing. When coins are a lot more expensive than you think, that's going to be the big question, if anything, is realistically icons. Are they needed at this point? Especially when we get the SBC, that's fine, because naturally you're not spending that many coins for him. But beforehand, if you are going to go put your money into him, that's going to be the kind of real test of if a card is necessarily worth it. I think then you'd be looking at the more expensive ones. For instance, an 800 for Torres, I'd say is worth it, but I still wouldn't necessarily go out and splurge that much. Good tackle. Doesn't win it, but it's a good challenge, I suppose. And Petit running forward. Can we find a little one into Griezmann? It's a great ball. Little bit more up from there. Beautiful. Right open in the middle, which is always nice from him. He's got a good first touch as well. Good and strong. Ready to kind of go into the ball. It's a shocking pass, but I must admit, I can see where he is in comparison to a lot of the centre mids that we have been using in terms of the kind of the cheaper value. So that is always nice to see when the price tag is most definitely on the higher end. Into Petit to see this through. Does he win a foul? It's looked like a good challenge. Into Petit again. He's got a bit of field to kind of go into here. He's got been chasing down. Nice. Wins the foul as well. Get all the way in. And it leads to a goal. Good tackle from Petit. Keeps it well as well. Can we find anything going forward if he can? It's a good ball in. Oh, I was trying to hopefully get him on that turn. There it is again. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Sets them on the front foot. Haaland gets the touch, but Orejo, easy work, but great interception again from Petit. Petit making a run down a wing. That's what we want to see. Little bit of play. Finds him. Draws some players away. Haaland going to go try and ping it. I was trying to ping it across goal. Petit with a winner, but doesn't get the animation to let him go. It's been absolutely fantastic bringing this ball forward. He just has everything on strings as he finds Griezmann. He knows that we're looking for the finesse and the finish if we could. Petit with a little counter gets the first pass off. Kind of needs Son to really check up his gear a little bit there, otherwise it'd have been a perfect counter. Again, Petit running the show here. Ooh, gets a good challenge on him. Find him again. Look on the inside. Lovely little bit of dribbling. Gets the pass off to Griezmann as well. Finds Haaland through. It's got to be a finish. It's his simple left foot and 5-1. Good body from Petit. So going into the overall form then. So it's currently coming in at a whopping 460, which most definitely is not a bad price for an icon. I think in terms of a centre mid CDM, when we look at the SBC, how many we've got in terms of the 87s, I think it's one of the better ones. I really just don't remember seeing him. Like, he's got to have been there. He is 87 after all. He is, honestly, it skipped past me. I've done Ballack. Ballack was really good. I think Petit's better, personally. We did Essien. I must admit, Essien was absolutely phenomenal. We've done Rijkaard. I'd say both on the same sort of level. And I'm yet to do Makalele, which, again, should be on terms more like Essien. But I do think with the Relentless, it's an extra bonus because it is realistically only the second man press and then half time, extra time that he does get that kind of boost in stamina, which is good, but it isn't necessarily my number one. Intercept would be a fantastic one. Anticipate, again, would be a nice one. I'd say slide tackle is an extra, but to be honest, I don't matter who because my centre mids don't really slide that much. Engine worked an absolute dream for him. Controlled the midfield, got to tackle, get the interceptions, the run forwards, the passing. He did the whole game, I must admit. Very, very impressed with him. The problem always comes when it comes to icons is price. That is always what it comes down to. If you've got already a solid centre mid, if you've got De Jong, Valverde, if you've got a KDB that mixes in with a DM role, you're pretty much set, to be honest. There isn't really too much different an icon would do other than have the chemistry points for it. That's literally all you get in that extra. When we look at these, you got Putellas, who is still 740, which is absolutely absurd. I really don't think that. 402 for Valverde. Even then, I don't think he's worth that, personally. You could go with Bonmati, 200. You could go with a Bellingham. Even then, I think 134k is absurd for him. I've got him untradeable, and he's good, but I mean, 100k, I wouldn't say so. Tonali's always my number one kind of go-to. 63k. Great stats throughout. It's a solid CDM. Solid CDM / centre mid. It has the 3-star, 4-star, which, yeah, doesn't have the 4-star skills, but realistically, it doesn't matter that much. And he's got a Prem link. I really don't see the difference massively when it comes to them sort of players other than the fact that he's an icon. That literally is it. He's actually got one better weak foot than Petit. So that is kind of all you're dealing with. And I think it all depends on what coins you've got, what you're willing to spend. Personally, for me, icons and just high-rated or high-priced players in general, I'm trying to get as many untradeable as possible because realistically, I've got, 1.2, 1.3 mil. I'm planning on trying to keep that as much as possible. We have 24, I believe, counted SBCs out at the moment, let alone any gamble SBCs, anything else they decide to throw at us. Coins are so important this year, and I would not be spending something like, if you can get away with a 200k team and you absolutely slap champs as much as possible, keep with it. build the coins up, because eventually them coins are going to be very, very valuable to you, and it could help you get that final player that you really want if he does come out. But I do think Petit is a nice card. If you've got him in the SBC, then absolutely big dubs to you. If you've got him later on in the game, I feel like he'll slowly lose his focus going forward. With the, the engine, you get controlled lengthy. Mostly lengthy would be anchor. You do get controlled lengthy still with shadow if you really want. You get that pace boost and a bit of defending as well. But I think the engine with that agility balance, a little bit more on obviously the dribbling as well, the passing as well, adds to that value, because we've already got 85 defending, more than enough to start with. We've got 87 physical. Again, not really going to complain there. I don't need any more, so an anchor's not going to be useful in that sort of regards. So I think it would be a shadow, which turns him into an 88 CDM, or an engine, which turns him into an 86, but it does get that agility balance upgrade. I think in terms of overall, I'd be looking at a solid like 8.5. I think 8 to 8.5 for the moment. Give it a month and it'd probably drop down to the 8 and then to the 7 as we naturally progress through the game, and hopefully get more icons as well. That would be a decent one to get. I know Centurions is coming and we have no real news of what's actually happening yet, but more than likely we'll get that this week. So let me know down below what you think about Petit. Make sure you do like and subscribe on this, and I'll catch you all for the next one. Good luck in the SBC. Peace!